So we now have the champion system available in Marvels Avengers, which means it's time to get your grind on and get back to farming your heroes once again. I've personally had a break of a few weeks from the game, but this system has most definitely got me back into it. I want to get Hawkeye farmed up as quickly as I can. I'm really excited to do that. So this system, I do have a video up on it if you're unsure what the system actually is and you want a breakdown and an overview of it. But this particular system, very quickly in this video, allows you to do post level 50 progression, and it allows you to level up essentially a further 372 levels for each individual hero. So it's going to take a fair amount of time to do it for one hero, it's going to take a huge amount of time to do it for all heroes. So for that reason, when you're farming your champion levels, you want to make sure you're doing it the most optimum way possible, and that's what we'll cover in this video. It's not as simple as run one particular stage and leave it at that. There's quite a few things you actually have to take into account. Now before we do go in and we break it all down, if you're enjoying the content in the channel, take the time to hit the like, share and subscribe button. If the video has helped you, leave a comment below. But let's jump in and let's now break all this down. So we're going to start off here with an element of XP farming. It's really easy to overlook. Unfortunately, I don't have a better screenshot than this one here, but you've got your minor artifacts. Now I would say the best place to actually farm these is probably the Day of the Remains mission, or by running the Snowy Tundra Vault. But you can see with this particular artifact, the top perk here, it's called Prismatic Catalyst, and this one gives you 5% increased XP gains from all sources. Now your champion system just works on regular XP, so you want to get 2 of these as soon as you can before you start doing your proper grinding, and that straight away any source of XP that you're getting from, be it levels or enemies or events, you'll be getting an additional 10%, and that most certainly does add up over time. So make sure you do farm these first. So later on in the video I'll be recommending a particular stage that I like to run, but if you don't want to do that for any particular reason, you like to have a bit of variety and jump into just various different levels, and if you're doing that matchmaking wise, don't go into a particular stage and wait for the lobby to fill up. What you want to do, you'll see at the bottom of the screen here, it actually says quick match. Now if you do this, you'll get a match a lot quicker, and it will give you an additional 10 XP as well. So if you do that on top of having the 2 ISOs, that should get an additional 20% experience gained, which is absolutely huge. So next up we have events and consumables. These will actually be exceptionally important. So 2 days time, on Thursday, we have the Red Room Takeover event that's going live. The developers have advised that for completing the objectives within this particular event, it will award you with a huge amount of XP. Now on top of that as well, with the champion system going live, we have something called Hero Catalysts. At the moment you get these drip fed to you for free. I believe it's via the marketplace we actually get them. Developers have talked about other ways to earn them in game. There's a lot of rumours about them being paid in future. Who knows what will actually happen with that, we just need to wait and see. But you've got your events and you've got your Hero Catalysts. You want to put the 2 of them together to get the most of them, because you'll be getting a huge amount of XP from these events, and your Hero Catalysts offer you a whopping 50% extra XP. That's for 3 days. It's account wide, so you can jump between heroes. The timer also runs down while you are offline. So what I would say is, if you've got a couple of days off work, you've got the weekend coming up, there's an event live for Avengers, then pop your Hero Catalysts, get that extra additional XP boost, and you'll be flying through your champion levels. Now we actually have one more thing to do, and this is what you'll be doing outside of using consumables and also events, and what you'll be looking to do once you've farmed your ISOs we talked about earlier on for that extra 10% XP. So let's jump in and let's check that out now. So this is where the majority of your farming will actually take place. Now I do have 2 options available here. They're slightly different. I would say this one here, you can see if you play in the Harm Challenge Room 1, the enemies come at you thick and fast, you get a whole lot of XP. So I would say this is probably the most optimal way to actually gain your champion XP. However, you're not getting any gear drops from this. It's something that's good to do if you're potentially semi-AFK, maybe you're watching Netflix on another screen, then this can work out. But if you're still gearing your heroes, then you want to use this second option here. So this here is probably a well-known method. It's where you go in and you farm your hives. It can be your elite or your regular hives. Why are hives so good for farming XP? So you've got 6 different floors, and that means you've got 6 different objectives. So when you actually finish a particular floor, you'll get a large amount of XP for completing that particular objective. I've done a fair amount of testing. Now bizarrely in the testing I seem to be getting more XP when I'm actually doing challenge difficulty 1 than challenge difficulty 4. So I would actually recommend you go in and you do test it yourself and find out what works for you. Really pretty strange, not sure what's going on with this. But you've got the XP you get from your objectives, and then on top of that as well you get a high number of elite enemies within these hives, and they actually give you a nice amount of XP as well. So that's everything you really need to do to make the most of the champion system, get leveling up as quick as you can. As mentioned, I do have a video breaking down the champion system and talking about the particular nodes that I actually recommend within it, so feel free to check that out as well. I'll actually drop a link to it in the description of this particular video. But I hope this has been helpful. Let me know if it has in the comments below, and thanks for tuning in, stay safe, and I'll see you all again soon.